All right, let's go.
Drea!
But all alone? Watch yourselves. She's probably planning something.
I was getting rather tired of waiting around. Oh my, and I see you came along as well, Danny Witch.
Almadria.
What's this? I thought you couldn't stand the sight of me. Go on, little one. Show me the full force of that hatred of yours. Otherwise, run and hide like the rat you are.
That's enough! How can you smile while causing pain to so many others?
That is the way of those who possess great power. The very way we Renans live by. Those with power set the example, and those without it are forced to obey. Though you two seem to have forgotten that's the way these things work.
And you really think that justifies your actions? You turned all those people into a hollowed sea!
What foolishness. It's only natural that the fate of a slave differ from that of its owner. Very well, I admit I did fan the flames just a tad back in Mien's. But it wouldn't have mattered in the slightest if there hadn't been a spark to ignite. Without it, my actions would have been fruitless. Ultimately, it was their very own burning hatred that laid them to waste. To say it was all my fault is simply laying blame at the wrong feet.
No one's perfect. We all have darkness in our hearts. But the atrocities that you've committed, they're unthinkable! Your heart is nothing but darkness!
Are we Kingdom Hearts
What
now?
a fool! To think time and time again you would challenge Renan authority without so much as an inkling of how things actually work. Such ignorance is why your kind has been enslaved for 300 years.
Almadria.
Well, if it isn't Lord Dohalim.
These people are my allies and friends. I won't let you insult them so.
My, what a shock. I never would have expected you to claim mere slaves as your companions. If I didn't know any better, I would question your noble lineage. Oh, how far the mighty have fallen. A traitor such as yourself hardly deserves to be called a lord.
You are nothing compared to Dohalim.
Rinwell.
He would never stand by and laugh. His people hollowed!
Ha! What does it matter? You're descended from those who allowed the power and knowledge entrusted to them to wither away. Your pitiful family may have feared it, but I do not. That knowledge and power is all mine to command. And now, you will witness what that power's truly capable of! Nesmold! Enjoy your meal!
This is gonna be a two-phase fight at least. At the very least.
Such sad eyes, child. Let me reunite you with your parents.
I'm glad I'm wearing like wind damage down accessories. 'Cause holy shit.
That's right. Loathe me. Every step brings you closer to being me.
You're wrong! You're wrong! I'm nothing like you!
Damn.
Can't get out of this!
More where that came
I'll
from!
smash you!
I'll be saving this one! Hey now! Raging Storm! More where that came from! Mega Ray!
Electricity! Devastation! Rising Falcon!
Not on my watch! Here's the
Oh, I canceled the spell. I didn't even need to use Rinwell's thing.
Raging Storm! Here goes! There, go! I'm only getting started! Get into the wind!
Ow.
Far enough!
I'll be saving this one! Healing
Wait, does he have a... Oh, it's his tail.
You're mine! It's over! Anything in armor is
Gotta hit that core.
Tempest Swirl! Here comes!
No escape! Eternal devastation!
Here, let me help.
Is this it?
I couldn't make it in time.
I'll bring you
His appendage just like waddled into my face slowly, and that killed me.
Right.
Here I come!
This one's mine. More where that came from.
Can you take it?
I'm on your way.
No escape!
Hear me, flame of fury! Here's the evil. Here.
I'm not done! It's on!
Freeze Lancer! More where that came from. Magic
Can you take it?
Rising Wyvern!
Not so fast. Right.
I'll be there this one.
Elusive deity.
Dance in the wind! In here, Lunar Corruption! Lunar Blast! Will this help?
Our arts are being interrupted.
Raging Cascade! Healing Circle! Dance in the wind! And that's my will!
Take this!
Here's a healing one! In here!
Raining Slash! Not today!
Stay away!
Eternal devastation!
Resonate with the earth.
Here it is! I got it all day!
Now! Here I come! You're finished!
Here's the evil! Astral Energy! Raging
Throwing
Cascade!
Light Spear!
In a bind.
Ready to go!
That didn't hit him at all, did it?
If it's in the sky, it's mine! Gale Force!
Finished!
This one's mine! Dance in the
Eternal
wind!
devastation!
In here, I'll heal you all! More for the stockpile!
Shine. Radiant light.
Hit!
Force of regeneration.
Here I come!
Hit!
It's over!
I can carve through armor.
Malevolence! Big waterfall! I'll end this with my own hands!
Take this!
Oh no, the tornadoes!
Here's a healing
Well, that seems bad.
What's she doing now?
She's infusing her beast with more power.
Get ready! Will this help?
That's not wind.
My friend!
Imbued
That's
with
the opposite of wind.
It's over!
I'm out of ammo!
Blow away!
Yeah, let's just use a quick life bottle right now. Ow! Ow!
Not now!
Fucking die trying to use that.
Art Seal! Lunar Corruption! I'm ready!
rotating pile driver. Benediction.
Come on! It's over!
Where that came from! Lunar Corruption!
This should do it!
Power of water!
Can't get out of this. Can't
Oh, come on.
Forgive me. This is my fault.
I'll bring you back from death's abyss! Waterfall! Freeze Lancer! This can't be happening! What was I thinking? Raging Cascade! Lunar Corruption! Dance in the Gemini Aqua! I can handle it!
On your knees.
I can't heal you forever!
Another incantation ruined.
No.
This should do it!
This is only the first half of what I assume is a two-part fight.
Stay away! Glacial
Here I come! Eternal devastation!
Where was that came from?
It's go time! Eat dirt! No escape!
I can carve through armor.
Raining Slash!
Oh fuck.
Far enough!
What spell is this?
Tempest Whirl! More where that
That's a
came
cool ass spell.
Try harder!
from. This one's mine!
Now! Here I come!
I'll be saving this one!
Raining Slash! You picked the wrong fight! Rising Wyvern!
More where that came from!
Solar Spear!
That is your dream!
Stay away!
Freeze Lancer!
Take this! It's over!
Oh, we're almost halfway.
More where that came from!
The Dragon will eat her? We can only dream.
Astral energy.
Say no more.
She's not taking damage.
They're attacking separately. I can't land a hit on them. Coming through.
I thought I was gonna lose my Mystic Art.
Scarlet Inferno.
Water. Hear my call.
She's no stranger to astral arts.
I can take care of that.
Yeah, take it away.
Wow. Just get me back up.
There.
Crazy wall.
Check it.
He's ready.
It's over.
Healing circle.
I owe you one. Mirage.
This world. More with that kick.
Eternal devastation.
Can't get out of this.
Can't be
I'll smash you. Shine.
Radiant light.
Can't move.
That double claw keeps getting me, and it's not. It makes me unhappy.
Thank you. I never miss.
Far enough!
Right.
I'll bring you back from Resuscitation. Tunnel.
My downfall.
Annihilate power.
It's on.
It's bad.
This is very bad.
You picked the wrong fight.
Catapult.
Blew away.
Catapult.
I owe you one. Soda.
Take
Many a
this.
day.
The winds of judgment blow your way! Fall before impending calamity! Chaotic disaster!
I'm a sitting duck.
Retreat from this battle.
Retreat?
So that's the
I
trick
would
up her
never.
sleeve.
Your astral arts aren't so special. And now, they're mine!
This is a very long-lasting art.
Ready to go!
It's called God's Breath.
Blaze of
Ew.
fear. Pierce the
No, don't hurt Shion.
Freeze Lancer!
Okay.
Right.
Here I come.
From death's abyss.
You're finished. Raining slash. Eternal devastation.
I still have the fight left in me. Hear me!
Denied.
Fury!
You're
I'll bring you back from
Slam
death's
there.
abyss.
Rising Falcon.
Shattering
I never
pieces.
miss.
Attack time.
Here, let
Try
me go.
harder.
Armor won't save you.
Blew away.
All right, this is half my orange shells.
You're mine. Eternal devastation. Raining slash. Persona. Burn in hell. Here I come. This should do it.
Can't get out of this.
Try harder. Not a chance. Here I can handle it. It's over.
Resonate with the earth.
I did Renwell's too late.
Heal.
You pay for that.
Imbue this vanquished soul with life. Now you see what I can do.
Eternal devastation.
I still got some fight left in
Raining
me.
slash.
Reload!
Soda.
Denied! Lunar Blood! Where are you going?
No escape.
Ready to go! Suppose I should say. Radiant! Here!
Take this.
I'm out of
You're
ammo!
finished.
Elusive
Eternal
being.
devastation.
Seal!
Eat this.
Annihilation!
Aw.
My turn. You're mine. You're finished. Eternal devastation.
Am I even gonna break the tail at all? I feel like no.
No further.
Magic Kazam! Oh fuck.
Nothing gets by me!
Her master core!
Not while I'm around, she isn't.
Blow away!
Not on my watch.
Begin! Lightning strike!
Lightning to
Eternal
death.
devastation!
Mega
Rising
Ray,
Wyvern!
this one's mine.
Quick-will!
Far enough!
I'll never forgive you.
What?
I'll take you down. You don't scare me. Spear.
Go for it, Rinwell!
Hit her now.
Can I actually hit her? No, I can't.
Blow away! I'll face you! Not today!
Where are you going?
You will suffer!
Lightning condemned. Here's a healing item. First aid.
Begin!
Lightning condemned.
My
Radiant
power!
Eternal devastation!
I'm assuming I can do the Rinwell thing again.
Raining flash! I'm not done! Rising Wyvern!
Now you see what I can do!
Oh,
Winds of
dang.
judgment blow your way!
End you. Astral energy.
Say no more!
You murdered my mother and father. But I'm not like you.
Rinwell.
Even now, I hate you. But here I am, unable to let go. Honestly, even if I took my hatred out on you here and now, it wouldn't make me feel any better in the long run. I realize that now. So, I won't kill you. I'll take you in and make damn sure justice is served the right way.
You would dare mock me with your foolish, useless pity? A Danon, nothing more than a mere slave. I won't allow you to.
It's not about what you think. Or being Danon or Renan. Because you'll atone for the crimes you committed. And that's all.
Oh, this guy again.
It's that swordsman again.
Lord Volron, what brings you here? No, forgive me. I've forgotten myself. Please allow me to make it up to you, my lord.
Silence now, wretched snake. Does it hurt? It should. That pain is proof you're still alive. Enjoy it.
Volron. Years ago, the Lord of Ganeth Haros met a sudden death. His successor was a man by that very name, Volron.
And like a restless lover, I've come back for more. Stop right there! Think you can cut me down? What?
The big reveal completely ruined by my cosmetics.
Wait, what just happened to him? Alvin! Say something! Let go of me! Let me go!
Shion!
Alvin!
Shion!
Alvin!
Oh, snap.
Come and find me, if you truly are the Sovereign.
Test subject number 1273. The spirit channeling ceremony will begin shortly. Until then, you are to calm your mind and await further instructions.
After all this time, I'll be free from this hell. I can finally go home. I doubt I'll ever see this place again. Might as well walk the block once more for old time's sake.
Oh, there's multiple stars. I was gonna avoid the star, but I guess I gotta go talk to everybody. The Maiden will maintain control over things. You just focus on not breaking your concentration while the ceremony's in progress. If you want to see your home again, you'll have to do a good job here, 1273. I wonder what it would be like to be named after a number. Would you eventually be as attached to it as a real name? I don't know who got it in their head to start calling you Sovereign. At the end of the day, you're nothing more than a test subject. Your only worth lies in your physical aptitude for the task at hand. Your thoughts and feelings are of no concern. Oh, fuck you too, buddy. Danon, test subject as our Sovereign, eh? I expect you to carry out your function without falling apart like the others, understand? They don't mean literally falling apart, do they? Harvester we deployed on Dan is functioning as intended. It's gathering astral energy and transmitting it to Lenegus. I spent a lot of long days keeping a close eye on things, but soon that work will finally be over and I can get back to my little girl. Another one bites the dust. You're our only success story. Do not let all our hard work and research go to waste at any cost. Okay. Oh, it's you, 1273, or should I say Sovereign. You don't understand how much time and effort we've invested to create you as our lone success. We can't risk losing you to injury at this stage. To be honest, I was beginning to sweat bullets. If you hadn't worked out, who knows what we would have done. This is the first time we've managed to assemble a sovereign and maiden ready for the ceremony, after all. But seeing you make it all the way to today has put my fears to rest. Is this the test subject, ma'am? Wow, it looks just like us. On the outside, maybe. Inside, it's as uncivilized as the rest of them. You haven't forgotten my warning from earlier, I hope? No, ma'am, no touching the test subject, right? Also,
As
no
usual,
talking like
nobody
I can
wants
hear
to
them.
explain anything to me. They just threaten and harass me instead. What does everyone think I am? Some sort of talking pet? They're the ones that dragged me all the way up here in the first place. Bastards. I shouldn't have bothered coming out. Might as well head back to my room.
Hi, Malfin. It's finally happening, huh? Yes, we need to change into our outfits, then meet in front of the transference device. Once this is all over, you'll finally be able to return home. That's what I'm hoping for. I'm so sorry you got dragged into all of this. It's not your fault. Let's just do what we have to and get this thing over with. Right.
I just wanted to go back. To Dena. To my home.
Alphen.
Leori.
Alphen. Live for me.
No. Leori. No! Wait, please. Wait,
That still answered nothing.
What was that?
This happens in a lot of games, and I guess in JRPGs. I mostly just play JRPGs, so I'm gonna say in JRPGs, where it's like the story hooks are like,
That's right. Shion.
here's random shit that confuses you. Aren't you curious? That's basically what all these stories are saying. Aren't you curious? And then when it shows you some more information, it's like, aren't you even more curious? Because now you're even more confused.
That's what pain felt like. So much for it all being a bad dream. Where am I? Where is everyone? I need to find them. Better start looking.
I don't really use the flaming sword that much. It's got some cool attacks, but I just never think to use it because it's like, I need my CP for healing. I don't want to, like, make sure I do more healing. Everyone's gone. I'm gonna let us see his eyes for a little bit, and then I'll go back to things. Give him butterfly wings. I don't know what else to give him. Nothing else works. Just remove it. I can't put the helmet back on. God damn it, game. Why?
Niori. Shion. I... Damn it.
Oh shit.
It's over! Flew away! Eternal devastation!
Ow.
You picked the wrong fight! You're mine! You're finished! Flew away! Take this! Demon Fang! Lightning Thrust! Mirage! Raining You're mine! It's over! Crush! Eternal devastation! Flew away! Time to let it rip! Take this! Eternal devastation! Swallow Blade! Demon Fang!
Can you do the thing? I'm holding the buttons. Okay, I was holding the buttons to miss cigar, but thank you. I've decided that's a terrible way to, like, do it. Do an art, but also just hold two buttons after you do it, and, like, you're doing it, and he just, like, does both of them, and then nothing happens, and you're like, cool.
Eat dirt! Flew away! Swallow Blade! Be still! Mirage! Now! Eternal devastation! You're mine! Eternal devastation!
Does this have an element?
Shit.
Do I have any fire? No, because he had his fire sword, so he doesn't have any fire abilities. I don't have the fire sword.
this it?
I get 2 shot? Okay. This is a time where playing on the hardest difficulty is just kind of lame.
Eternal devastation! Raining slash! You picked the wrong fight! Swallow blade! Demon fang! Mirage! Take this! You're finished! Raining slash! It's this! Ah! Here I come! Crush! Blow away!
Are you gonna Mystic Guard or what?
Take this! Swallow blade!
I don't know why he's not doing it.
Take this! You're finished! Crush!
As far as I know, that wasn't tied to his flaming sword ability.
There! Eternal devastation! Raining slash! Devastation! Rising fountain!
This is a Mystic Sword. I guess it does. I guess.
Eternal You're mine! Crush! Blow away! There! Strike! Crush! Raining Blow away! Eternal devastation! There! You're mine! Crush! Not a chance! Crush! Raining slash! Demon fang! Rising falcon! Blow away! Raining slash! Blow away! Swallow blade! Dazzle! Mirage! Take this! Raining slash! Eat dirt! Crush! Raining slash! Eternal devastation! You're mine!
I am like in 1-shot range, so I really should have stopped earlier. Very easy, just could have like one-swiped me.
Eternal devastation! Raining slash! Demon fang! Demon fang! Mirage! You're mine! You're finished! Raining slash! Ah!
Alvin?
Finwell!
What happened just now? Normally you'd be able to take that thing with your eyes closed.
Thank goodness you're alive. Are you all right?
Yeah.
I'm just glad we found you in one piece. You were the only one still missing. There's a village back the way we came from, Thistleim. Kisara and La are already there.
Finwell, where are we?
Ganeth Haros, Volron's realm. Remember?
Ushered by the waves straight to the enemy stronghold. A rare stroke of luck, it would seem.
Yes, luck.
Luck?
If Volron's here, that means Shion's close too, right?
Shion? Oh. Right. Of course.
Are you sure you're feeling okay? You seem a little off.
He's probably just exhausted. Let's save the catching up for when we're back at the village.
I'll take that immediately. Immediately. Still don't have recover.
think Huro senses an owl around here.
I also can't run. Makes me sad. I don't know why. Yeah, actually, hold on. Let's do Renma for a while.
An opponent like...
You said you can charge twice, right? Kinda want to see what these are like. I don't know if she ever uses them in combat. Oh, I guess she uses Photon Flash a lot. No, she must use these. Actually, no, we'll do this the other way. We'll go wind. Water, light. For now.
This should be easy.
Charging a third time resets it to 1. Okay.
Here goes! Bullseye!
Demon Fang!
Wind isn't high! Just back it out again! Thunder Field! Hydration Orb!
Another incantation ruined.
Go get him! Champion Swirl!
Behold! The Earth pulse! Tectonic vision!
You're mine! Demon Fang!
Tight Prison! Razor Cyclone!
Let
Feel
me
the
bring
sinew
you
of your power!
Hit!
Falcon!
Go
This
get him!
one's mine!
a debut performance. It's time.
Hit!
Lightning Thrust!
One last
Rising
one!
Falcon!
Thunder Field!
Here I come! It's over!
The tempest engulfs you.
Hydration Orb!
Rising Falcon!
The
Finish
end
it!
is nigh.
In an instant! Impact Block!
Shine.
Here goes! Bullseye! Gale Force! One
Megasonic
energy! Here
Sonic
goes!
Thrust!
Bullseye!
Tornado Out!
Hydration Orb!
I'm ready! Follow me! In an instant! Impact Block!
Okay, okay.
Small, but a victory nonetheless. We have.
Let's see. What do I want to use in combination of actual casting? I think what I'll do... Photon Flash is actually pretty good. I'll put Tempest Whirl here. And I'll make all 3 of these spells. I'll go... Let's go wind. Wind, water, light. Light.
A long way yet to go.
Speaking of Thistleum, it's populated by Danans, but they're not under the rule of any lord. Pretty refreshing, huh? The whole town was built by Danan defectors, escapees from elsewhere. This area's teeming with stray Zoogles, though, so heaven only knows how they managed to set up a community here. The ordeal seems to have left them understandably on edge. Kisara and La are back there right now trying to convince them of our good intentions. Say, Alphen, it looks like you got your face back then.
Yeah.
And your sense of pain, too, it would seem. Any connection?
Really? Oh, but that means...
Probably.
I wonder if Alphen's going to be okay.
Seems like no.
For now, I believe we should hold off on speculation and simply keep an eye on him.
Right. You're saying we should check the Owl Forest?
I'm gonna wait till I have fast travel. I assume I can't fast travel right now.
Do you sense...
Alphen! Boy, am I glad to see you safe.
Well, did you manage to convince them we're not in league with any lord?
Yeah, eventually.
When the ship sank, I thought we were done for. Guess the world just couldn't keep us apart.
Yeah, and now we can finally go rescue Xion.
There's something I need to tell you guys first.
Oh, I didn't mean to skip. My bad.
So, what did you remember? Are you able to tell us now?
Give the man some space, Law.
I remember being up on Lenegus.
Go on.
I was abducted from Dana. I was told if I ever wanted to return home, I'd have to cooperate. So that's what I did. Next thing I knew, they had made me into the Sovereign.
You mean to say you won the crown contest? As a Danan?
No. They kept me locked in a strange facility. They experimented on me, like I was nothing more than an animal. There were others, but only I survived. Of course, I wasn't really a king. The reality was that they treated me worse even than the lowest slave. The only reason I survived was because my body was able to withstand the Sovereign's power that they placed inside me.
The crest that appeared behind you on Almadria's ship must have undoubtedly been that of the Sovereign. It all makes sense now. Your affinity with the Blazing Sword, the strange powers you possess, they were all because you were the Sovereign.
Okay, but why would the Renans go out of their way to give you all that power? Just what exactly does being the Sovereign entail?
They said it was for something called the spirit channeling ceremony. They taught me how to harness my power for when the big day came. As for what the ceremony was actually for, unfortunately, I never found out.
So if what you're saying about being on Lenegis is true, then maybe you really did meet Shion. After all, you said you recognized her from somewhere, right?
But Shion said she'd never seen him before. How do you explain that?
I was wrong. It wasn't Shion I knew from Lenegis. It was Naori. She was a Renin maiden they paired me with during the spirit channeling ceremony. She's the woman I kept seeing in my dreams.
A maiden? What?
Wait, so this Naori figure just happens to be the double of Shion? Bit coincidental, isn't it?
Naori's family name was Imeris.
Imeris? As in Shion Imeris?
So they're distant relatives or something? Wait, or are they sisters?
Your guess is as good as mine. All I know is it was Naori. She's the one who put the mask on me.
The mask? But why?
To keep my soul from devouring itself over the guilt. After what I did on Lenegis. Over the lives I took.
Lives? You mean you staged a rebellion?
Perhaps it was a part of this spirit channeling ceremony?
I don't know. Whatever it was that the spirit channeling ceremony was supposed to achieve, it didn't turn out as planned. I lost consciousness halfway through. By the time I came to, Lenegis was a sea of flames. I opened my eyes to see Naori there, weeping. I shudder to think of how many deaths I caused that day. Certainly more than any of these lords can claim, I'm sure.
You really expect us to believe this? First the Sovereign, then Lenegis? You couldn't possibly have done all that.
I wonder. In ancient scripture, there is tell of a terrible calamity that befell Lenegis, nearly destroying it. The restoration took years, and required the work of countless laborers.
By ancient, you mean...
It predates the crown contest, to a time before even the first Renin invasion of Dana. More than 300 years ago.
300? But that'd make Alphen...
That's right. I'm pretty much an antique of a human being. Deep down, maybe I already knew.
Alphen...
Some hero, huh? Cooperating with the same villains who snatched me from my home, committing mass slaughter, only for it to slip my mind. Then, when I finally remember, turns out I'm so old I've got scripture written about me. So much for standing up to injustice. I've probably got more blood on my hands than all the lords combined!
Alphen, stop! Honestly, I'm not going to pretend to understand what all this means. But what I do know is that right now, you're just reacting to the shock.
Sarah.
Listen, what you really need is time. Time to process things and get your head straight. Truth be told, I think that probably goes for all of us.
What about Shion? We can't just...
I'm worried about Shion too, Law. But it's clear that Alphen's in no fit state to fight. This is Volron, remember? Even at full capacity, it's practically a suicide mission. We stay put in the village till we're ready. Okay, everyone? Take some time to think things through, okay? But remember, we're all here for you if you need us. No matter how dark things might seem, you're not alone, Alphen.
Thank you.
It's fine. All right, everyone. Let's break for now.
The difference there is they are soldiers and therefore no longer people.
Do I even have the right to fight?
They're just
Do
animated
I have
suits
the
of
right
armor.
to go to Shion's rescue? Or
There's no
do the
people
others
inside there. I still can't run. Oh, it makes me sad.
You're certainly full of surprises, aren't you?
Trust me, it's not intentional.
Sorry, that was insensitive of me. Though, there's still an awful lot I wish I could understand. Every new piece of information seems only to yield further mysteries. The truth feels just as elusive as when we first started. I am well aware of where you got your powers. But why, as a Danon, do you bear the same crest as the current Renan sovereign? More to the point, why choose a Danon for their sovereign in the first place? And then there is the Maiden, a figure so powerful, she's playing yin to the sovereign's yang in esoteric ceremonies. And yet, I've never even heard of her. Then again, this all occurred 300 years ago. What if the term sovereign doesn't even hold the same meaning as it did back then? Listen, I may be a traitor among my people, but I am still Renan, born and raised. I learned the same history, listened rapt to the same tales. And yet now I feel like there was little truth to any of it.
Speaking of which, there's something else that I remember from the spirit channeling ceremony. It used the Renis Alma.
You're certain?
Yes. Or at least that's what they called it. Only you would know if it was one and the same.
Oh, I have never laid eyes on the real artifact myself. And you never participated in a crown contest. You're not even Renan. Many mysteries lay buried in these 3 centuries past.
3 centuries is more than several lifetimes. Was I really out that long?
Well, I'm only estimating based on historical record. But all the facts would seem to point that way.
Who the hell am I?
If I may be frank, we have even bigger fish to fry than that. By comparison, the far more important question at hand is, just what does it all mean?
Frank, huh?
Sometimes, we need a little help in addressing the truth behind our pain. Not to compete over lives lost, but I suspect your count is still somewhat beneath mine.
Thanks for lending me an ear. And sorry for being a bother.
Please, No thanks are necessary. The quicker you get back on your feet, the sooner we can all get back out there.
Okay. Prediction. Where do I start my prediction? I think I've said this prediction before because it's happened in several other Tales games. Because there's... Oh, you can't even see it. Can you? Planet? Planet? Hello? There it is. The idea of 2 planets or 2 worlds in a Tales game is kind of pretty standard. They're all clones, maybe. It's pretty standard in this series. And it's probably that Rena is dead, like the planet is dead, because the spiritual energy got a whack or was drained away. And so they're channeling the energy from Dana and sending it to Rena in the hopes of reviving their planet. And they need a Dana and a Renin, a Danin and a Renin to do it because the whole light and dark thing, it doesn't work unless you can command all 6 elements, and a person from one race can only command 5 of them. Because light and dark are like separated. And so you need one of each to be, you know, the yin and yang to channel it properly. So the whole point, I assume, is to steal the energy from Dana, send it to Rena, and revive the planet. So they can go home. Because as far as I know, all the Renans are living on Lenegus. That is my prediction. I'm always a little bit off with these, but whatever. Welcome back, Sarayu.
All this time, I thought it was the worrying about Shion and the pain bringing you down. I didn't realize you were lonely too.
I guess all of us are. In one way or another.
True dat.
Yeah, but you've only just found out. I mean, no, not found out. Remembered.
To tell you the truth, I was actually beginning to forget I'd even lost my memory in the first place. Now that it's returned, well, you can see what I'm like. It's strange. When I think about Lenegus, it still feels like it was only a year or 2 ago that I was there. But then I realized what feels like years was actually centuries ago.
What about your hometown? Do you know if it's still there?
I doubt it. When the Renans invaded, the world as I knew it changed overnight. Even if the place is still there physically, I expect the people will be long gone. Certainly everyone I knew, at least. My family, my friends.
Yeah, I know how that feels. I have no home to return to either. No family waiting for me. I used to curse my bad luck that I'd ever been born a mage in the first place. Otherwise, if I hadn't, maybe my mother and father would still be alive today. Although if that had been the case, I guess I'd probably still be just another slave with no means to resist. I'd never have met up with you guys, that's for sure.
Have you learned to embrace your powers yet?
Nuh-uh. I resent them a little less than before, though. They've kept me alive this long, right? I try not to think about it too much. After all, who can predict what the future will hold? I guess what I'm trying to say is that with everything that's happened in your past, finding out you're the Sovereign and all, it's no wonder you're conflicted. Heck, honestly, I think anyone would be.
Rinwell.
First it was Shion, then it was me, and now it's you. All of us suffering, just because of some power we never even asked for.
Yeah. All this time you were suffering right in front of me, and I never even knew. I feel like...
Never mind Law or
I finally
Kasara's suffering of
understand
losing
what
a
you
loved
and
one in
Shion
front of
were
their very
going
eyes.
You couldn't have known. Still, if you want to make it up to her, shouldn't we hurry it up and rescue her already? Poor
They don't
Shion
care.
must be lonely,
They
all
don't
by
care.
herself wherever she is.
Yeah, you're right. Let's get going.
Law and Kasara haven't been through anything. According to Rinwell, you are correct. Kappa notwithstanding.
What do you see out there?
Zeugles. Strays by the looks of it. We unwittingly disturbed their territory on our way here, and now they're looking pretty riled up. So, feel like you're making headway? You know, sorting through things?
All I know is Shion needs our help. As for what happens after that...
Say, how did you get back down here from Lenegis anyway?
I came down in a Renan starship. I have Naori to thank for that.
What happened to her? Did she come with you?
She stayed behind. Just as I wanted to get back to Dana and my people, Naori's place was with her fellow Renans, performing her duties as the Maiden. Neither of us asked for the power or roles we were given. I suppose we felt a kinship with each other in that sense. But even then...
Wait, so you mean it wasn't just Danans like you that Lenegis abducted? You're saying they forced Naori, one of their own, to serve against her will as well?
Even within Renan society itself, there exists a hierarchy. I don't think she was ever given the option to refuse. Despite that, she did everything she possibly could to serve her people. The very same ones I ended up slaughtering. And even after that, she still helped me escape back to Dana. She stayed behind on Lenegis to help any of her people who survived. I owe her more than words can express. A debt left to fester for what? 300 years? How do I even begin to make up for something like that?
In all honesty, you don't. You can't atone for what's happened in the past. I don't think anyone can. Be it several centuries ago, or just yesterday.
What are you saying? That I might as well give up?
I'm saying you don't have to be a white knight in shining armor. Back after my brother had passed away, it was you who told me that his dream lived on inside me. And you did the same for him, for Dohalim, when he was ready to give up too. You were there for both of us. You know what I heard? I heard you telling me to keep fighting, to strive no matter what.
Then I was out of line. I had no right to ask that of you.
No, you're wrong. Those words were exactly what I needed to hear at the time. In fact, I would go as far as to say that I wouldn't even be here had I not heard them. Left to my own devices, who knows when I would have been able to pick myself up. Besides, it's not like killing all those people was a choice that you made of your own free will, right? The truly terrible ones are the people who abducted you. The ones who forced you to wield that power. They're the ones you should be blaming. Not only that, but that guilt you feel inside, that's all the proof you need to know you're a good person, Elfin. Do you understand? If I'm still allowed to fight and keep on living, then damn it, Alphen, so the hell are you. But, if you're still not convinced, then ask yourself this. What is it that you've really been fighting for this whole time? Go on, ask yourself.
What I've been fighting for, huh?
The internet's going all in on our butt. I mean, it's a nice butt. I can see the internet going crazy for it. I'm not wowed by it myself, but I can see why other people would be. Because I've met people with who like see a butt of that exact shape. They're like, "Damn, that's a nice butt." I'm like, "Really?" But there are plenty of people who like that specific shape in a butt, so I am the minority. I know that for a fact. I still can't run. Damn it! Keep hitting the button and nothing happens. Wing Bros.
Alphen, are we gonna go rescue Shion or what? What's gotten into you, man? Aren't you worried about her?
Do I even have any right to be?
If you were in my place, you'd say, to hell with all that. What do you want to do?
Sounds like me. Pretending I have all the answers is kind of my forte.
Come on, man. Snap out of it. This isn't like you. Look, I get it. You finally remember your past, only to feel like you've lost yourself again. You're in shock, and who wouldn't be? Worse still, you blame yourself for what happened. And yeah, I don't agree, but that doesn't mean I don't understand either. But here's the thing. None of that's got anything to do with Shion.
I guess.
It's about Naori, isn't it? Look, you're still here, aren't you? Who's to say this chick isn't alive and kicking out there somewhere, too? Fine, I've said my piece. The thing is, though, where does this leave Shion?
My power consumed me once already. I left behind a path of fire and destruction. And the same thing could happen again. I can't guarantee anyone's safety, including Shion's.
So you think we might get burned up because of your sovereign powers? I can think of worse ways to go. Come on, fight this thing! What happened to the guy who talked to me after my dad died? The one who cared enough to reach out and save me? That's the guy I was proud to follow. Not this faltering imposter who's taken his place.
Law.
No, I'm serious. What's gotten into you, man? Just give me the word and I'll beat some sense into you if that's what it takes. Now, I'm gonna ask you this once and only once. Are you serious about rescuing Shion or not? What's it gonna be, Alphen?
What do you think? Of course I want to rescue her. Hell, I'd do it right now if I could.
So then quit griping and do it already!
Listen, you're probably right about all this.
Alphen.
It's exactly like you said. Whatever happened in my past has nothing to do with Shion. But there's still so much that There I go again. So much for the inspiring Alphen of old.
He could be a pain sometimes. Besides, even a hero has to let the cracks show once in a while, right?
Yeah, I guess you're right. Just give me a little more time to fill in the cracks. And thanks, Law.
Hey, don't even mention it. You've totally got this, Alphen. I believe in you.
Back to the inn, I guess.
One thing to say to Alphen.
Will you stop whining?
You're totally right. It's just like they have that moment. They have that moment of like, oh god, oh what do I do? And there's always at least one person that's like, can you just fucking stop it? Snap out of it. Stop being just. That little clip, that's my favorite scene from Berseria. When Luffy said tells her to just stop fucking whining. It's like, I don't understand why you're falling apart. Just fucking stop it. You're being dumb.
Alphen! There you are!
What is it?
Zeugles, that's what! They're almost at the village gates!
Any closer and they'll be house hunting. I knew we shouldn't have cut through their territory.
That sounds bad.
You think?
Can you fight? No shame in bowing out if you're not up for it.
Kisara's right. You don't want to go overdoing it.
I'm up for it.
Really?
You ready?
As ready as I'll ever be. It's now or never, right?
Alphen, right! Great to have you back! Now let's do this!
Just gonna grab that immediately. Even though, oh, I could have, oh, I should have, oh. Whatever. Easier stuff.
Look sharp, people.
Okay. We're gonna do this. Yeah.
If we don't act fast, they're going to get into the village.
Right. We need to hurry.
Oh my god, I can run again. At least Alpha's last 5 minutes. Yeah. Oh, I hate these kind of enemies.
Remember, if the pain's too much,
We've all got our own pain to deal with. I'm done letting others pick up my slack.
Here they come! We can't let even a single one through!
There's a firm no-Google policy. Fine by me. Let's get to work then.
black astral-energy! Are those arms even natural? Illuminate the dark! Dark force, holy glimmer!
Shine, radiant light, force of regeneration.
Did I fuck it up? Hold on.
Illuminate the dark! Dark force, holy glimmer!
I'll take you all
Wait,
out.
how do I charge again?
Flares of malice!
I know I have to hold it. And then, hold on.
Illuminate the dark!
enemy wields arms too.
You'll soon see about that!
Leave the ensnaring to me. Strong. Yeah. Split it open.
Be my guest.
Am I doing it now?
Holy land!
Radiant light, force of regeneration.
I'm gonna assume I just did it. You know what, this game doesn't have a clone of the protagonist like moveset wise. Press R1.
Illuminate the dark!
This one's mine.
Lightning meteor!
In here!
All right.
Saving this way! Chain between this one divide failure! Ready! Here goes! Take that!
Make it rain!
Law! Demons descend!
Flashing bang. Shine, radiant light, force of regeneration.
The waters of free lava magic! Tidal waves! Dance in the wind! Air drop!
And make it rain. Outfit, in an instant. Impact clock.
Alphen, you okay?
I'm fine. This pain thing really hurts, huh?
But hey, at least you're still alive.
It wouldn't be called pain if it was pleasant. It can be pretty useful, though. It's good motivation to improve and get stronger.
Guess I've got a lot of room to improve in that regard.
Anyway, I'm glad we could protect the village, especially after everything they've done for us.
Yeah.
You know, this limb kind of reminds me of home. The people here have hidden themselves away out of the fear of being found, always watching their backs. Though in the end, home was destroyed anyway.
That won't happen here.
Oh? Is that a hint of fighting spirit I sense?
Yeah. I won't lie. Some of these memories will take a while to process. But I've learned something too. My rage, this fury I feel at our so-called rulers, it comes from having so much of myself stripped away from me back then. Friends, family, home. They took everything from me and left me with nothing but guilt. I was completely alone. At least that's what I thought. But not anymore. Since I awakened, I've met people who I care about. Friends who hold me up. Friends who make me feel like I'm worth something. And I won't lose that. Not ever again. I'll protect those bonds with everything I have. That's why I need to keep fighting.
But Xion comes first.
Of course. First we rescue Xion, then we defeat Volron and liberate Dana. Everyone, will you fight with me?
Say the word and I'm there.
Certainly no objections.
Then it's agreed. Our next stop will be the capital, Pelegion. According to the villagers, there's a huge cliff separating Thistleum from the capital. Luckily for us, there's a path we can use to climb up.
Sounds like a plan. Let's go.
We don't know what lies ahead. We should prepare well before we venture forth.
Yeah, can't exactly fight at the top of your game when you're hungry.
Good point.
Yeah,
Let's
the
stop
whole
by
aim
the
is
inn and
definitely
plan our next move from there.
he's kind of a jack of all trades, like hybrid person. The only thing I don't like about streaming these kinds of games is I want to react to what you guys are saying, but I also don't want to interrupt cutscenes and voice lines, and so I end up sitting here, sometimes for several minutes, just waiting to respond to what was said in chat. And it, like, over time it grates on me. I'm just like, I just want to say the thing, but I don't want to interrupt the game, and I'm just like... And then I'm just like, oh, this scene keeps going. I have a thing to say, but it's just like, they won't stop talking. Just like, now there's more skits. And I spend more time just sitting here staying. I feel like it feels weird. It feels weird to stream these games sometimes, because I feel like I spend most of the time just sitting here waiting for them to stop talking. And when I'm just waiting to say my own thing for them to stop talking, I'm not saying don't chat. You can chat all you like. But I feel like I'm just like, I spend so much time waiting for them to stop talking so I can interact more, but then like sometimes that makes me not pay attention as much to the skits and the cutscenes, because I'm constantly thinking about the thing I want to say because I can't say it, and it feels weird to just sit here and just be like, and I'm just thinking, man, I hope these cutscenes end so I can have some gameplay and I can talk. Used to just talk. They are here solely for the game. They could play it themselves. That's true. But I kind of go a half, where I feel like people do want to see a bit. And also, I want to see a bit. Like, I don't want to, like, if I'm just completely... It's hard to, like, just talk over them talking, because it's like, then it's hard to understand both. And then, like, I want to pay attention to the story as well. So if I feel like I have time to interject, I'll interject, but I don't want to just like completely talk over a conversation.
Wait, don't tell me we still haven't found him.
It's not like we haven't been looking. I've covered the whole length and breadth of the coast, but...
All of the other crew members are accounted for, including us. But we weren't able to find Mahavar.
Who was Mahavar? Was he that guy on the boat?
Perhaps he couldn't bring himself to abandon the ship.
You mean at the bottom of the ocean? Damn it.
We don't know that it sank. We all washed
We talked
up
to
on
him
the
for like
same
2
shore.
sentences,
If the
and
ship
they're like,
went
where
down,
did it go?
Isn't it strange we haven't come across a single piece of debris?
Do you think he might still be alive somewhere out there?
I think stranger things have happened. Whether he's alive or otherwise, we've exhausted all the avenues available to us. All we can do now is press on ahead.
Fine.
This to me
Let's
feels
get
like
going.
a thing where like he was supposed to be a little bit more prevalent. Like I don't remember him introducing himself and going, "I'm Mahavar." They're talking to him like they knew him for a while.
Thistlein was founded by Danans fleeing the tyranny of Renan lords, right? But when you first came, they must have known Dohalim was Renan. So why do you think they let us in?
They almost didn't. But it wasn't just Dohalim they were wary of. They didn't trust any of us.
Even the weird Danans just like them?
When you live life in constant fear of being pursued, it's only a matter of time before all outsiders start to seem a potential threat.
I suppose that makes sense. So how did you convince them to trust us?
You saw how destitute the village was. They needed food.
Look at his eyes. He looks fucking crazy. He has psycho eyes. Straight up. I'm putting the glasses back on his face.
We hunted some Zeugles for them. That seemed to do the trick.
Of course, a little magic-assisted roast didn't hurt things.
Never underestimate a full stomach's ability to put a person at ease. It turns out a hearty meal can be a powerful weapon.
So I believe the next lord is the Water Lord. Pretty sure. The guy that took Xion. Sure, we did have half a day with
You having second
Mahavar or
thoughts
whatever.
about rescuing Xion?
Of course not. Xion's our friend. Almadria was the one I hated. For as long as I can remember, she served as a symbol to me of everything Renan. But ever since getting to know Xion, I realized it doesn't make sense to group people together like that. Every individual is different.
I see.
Besides, the situation with Almadria was something else entirely. I'd already decided I wasn't going to kill her, but when I saw her die right in front of me, a part of me thought it served her right, that she'd gotten what she deserved. But another part regretted that someone else had come along and killed her instead. Don't get me wrong. If I had the chance again, I still wouldn't kill her. But it's not like I'll be shedding any tears now that she's gone. It's all so confusing.
Nobody else has the crazy eyes.
I don't know how to make sense of any of it.
Except when Rinwell was
Who
gonna
said it had
murder
to
a
make
woman.
sense?
Huh?
Rinwell, you've done nothing wrong. You've started to question the beliefs you've held all your life. It's only natural for you to feel disoriented. You didn't give in to the hatred you felt for Almadria.
Oh, you
You
meant
made a
Rinwell.
choice
Oh,
not to kill her.
thought you were talking to me.
And that's significant, whether you realize it or not.
This
As
is what
for
I
it
mean
means
by like
exactly,
when I read
that
chat, I
might
don't
be
pay
worth
as much
taking
attention
some
to what's
time
happening.
figure out on your own.
Some time.
Or don't, if you don't want to. It's just an idea. I'm still searching too, remember?
No, I think you're right. It can't hurt to keep searching after all. And hey, thanks, Kisara.
Rinwell's kind of racist as shit. I mean, you would be too if your entire family was murdered by a certain group of people. You'd probably be, at the very least, distrustful of, say, Nazi Germany. Just running in a circle now. Owl. Oh, what? Why? I want more costumes. Oh, I can't leave. I can't. Oh, I can't leave. Dang.
Okay.
Oh, Zoogle fight.
Damn it.
What?
Another ape, Zoogle?
Is that so?
I don't like the apes.
Okay,
Great job.
Alright, we'll do it. I won't read the words, but I'll do it.
I'll teach these small fry who's the apex predator of these
Oh,
waters.
okay, that's not a big one,
watch
it's
and
just...
see.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves
Just
now.
beat up some
I guess we're having fish for
apes.
dinner tonight.
Look, there was a thing. It's like, oh, we have to go back to the owl forest because I reached the next threshold. Is that so wrong?
You're saying we should check the owl forest?
See? See? Sure, why not? Actually, no. You know, he really does have just smaller pupils than everyone else. Or, like, smaller... What's the colored part called again? Is it pupil? No. Iris? No. Aren't pupil and iris both the middle part? Or is pupil the whole thing? Either way, his are smaller than everyone else's, and it makes him look fucking insane. Is iris? His are straight out smaller than other people's. Like, look how tiny they are. It's fucking scary. Much better. Looks way more cheerful now. I kind of want to give someone that hair clip. The default looks fine. Iris is the color part. Like, look at him, it's freaky. I feel like he's staring into my soul. Much better. I mean, I technically they're even smaller, but the shape of them makes them not scary as shit. Also, the left and right eye patch. I mean, I could.
You sense one of your pals, Hoodle?
It feels like I'm melting.
Calaglia was pretty hot, but at least the air there was dry. Out here, it feels like I'm trying to walk through thick soup.
I can hardly breathe, it's so stuffy. And don't get me started on the insects. You hanging in there, Hoodle?
It's brutal, all right. I can feel my energy being drained away just by walking. All this vegetation makes it hard to keep an eye out. Keep your wits about you, everyone. And watch you don't keel over while you're at it.
What's needed at times like these is a relaxing hot spring. That would soon help us adjust.
And where do you expect us to find one of those?
What about you, Alphen? All that gear, and you hardly seem to be breaking a sweat.
Yeah, I guess when you've lived a life devoid of pain for as long as I have, even feeling hot and bothered can be a welcome change.
Well, lucky you, I guess. Just don't expect us to carry you when you pass out.
You know humidity? I know humidity as well. It's very humid where I live. It doesn't get that hot though. It's just because of where we live, so it's like it's constantly raining, so that's constantly a ton of moisture in the air. Is Kasara had the thingy in her hand? No, hers was removed. After, like, the liberation. Alright, I'm gonna take a little break, grab a snack. I'll be right back.